Hey, this is Michael. Today I wanted to talk about something that comes up with a lot of my clients when they're facing challenges trying to understand their pet or facing some behavioral issues. And the question I often ask my clients is, what energy state or what state of mind are you nurturing in your pet? And what I mean by that is, often, like let's say a dog might be jumping all over the place, and the owner, the human, will try to calm the dog down by petting the dog or giving the dog a treat, or it even could be the dog is lunging at people or barking at people. A lot of times with small dogs, you'll see somebody walking down the street and their little dog will start barking at somebody, and they will pick up their dog and they'll hold their dog and coddle their dog and squeeze the dog and say, it's okay, be calm. And what that does is that's nurturing that behavior, that energy state, that state of mind in the dog. So the dog understands it as, oh, well, if I bark and react and make a scene, my owner is going to pick me up and give me attention and affection. So we're sending mixed signals, and that will enable that reactive, barky behavior. And then eventually the owner will say, oh, my dog's not good with strangers, or, whatever the case may be, there'll be some sort of excuse. So, and that could even go, in the house when when you're giving your dog or your cat or whatever the animal is food. If the dog is in an excited state and they're jumping all over the place, and then we're giving them food, we're rewarding that state of mind and that energy. And so, that will create more of that energy. And so, people will come to me, they'll say, well, let's do an animal communication session. Will you connect in with my animal to find out what's going on with them? Why are they behaving this way? And so I'll connect in, and what the animal will be telling me is well, they'll say, essentially, I'm confused because my human will be tense. I'm feeling tenseness and anger or frustration, but then they are petting me or sweet talking me or giving me food or a treat. And so I feel like it's mixed signals, essentially, is what the animal is saying. So the animal will be like, bottom line, I'm confused. So again, that's what I will, I'll swing back to the human, and I'll say, okay, well, be mindful of the energy state that you are nurturing when you're giving attention, when you're petting, when you're giving treats, when you're allowing them to do something like to go up on a couch or into the bed or to go through a threshold. Be very aware of their energy state and their state of mind. Ideally, you want to wait for them to get into a completely calm state. So when they're acting in a way that you don't like, be mindful of how you are addressing that energetically, your energy, what your attention is. It's best to just ignore them, and then when they're quiet or they're ideally calm, that's when you give them what they desire, whether it's attention, affection, a treat, to be released from a sit, or whatever the case may be. So that's the lesson for the day. Be mindful of your energy, the attention you're giving your animals, and what behavior you are enabling unknowingly and nurturing. And if sometimes it's hard when you're in the thick of it. It's almost like you're too far in the forest to see the trees, and you may not be aware of what you're doing. That's where I come in, and that's where I offer sessions, animal communication sessions. So I'm more than happy to help you work through these things and to give you guidance from your animal's perspective, as well as some behavior and training suggestions too, to help you become calm and grounded and clear and conscious of the energy and attention that you are sharing with your furry friends. So if you'd like to book a session with me, you know where you can find me, and I wish you all the best.